Is Diana that much closer to unlocking the secrets of the Themyscira, or is the closer she looks, the more danger she's actually in? Well, let's hop into the pages of Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 13 and find out what happens next together, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Wonder Woman had actually managed to talk to a real-deal Amazon in the form of Ion. It's because of that an even greater fire has been lit under our hero to try and investigate the secrets of the Amazons, and the home she never got a chance to have on Themyscira. This is also where Barbara Ann Minerva comes on, and she is of course a professor of ancient history and has a bunch of old books and artworks depicting Amazons throughout time on Earth. Again, isn't it fun to see Barbara Ann start off as a friend and an ally to Wonder Woman before I could only assume eventually becoming Cheetah down the line. By far the saddest part of this research sesh is that Diana herself can only help so much. Remember, the word Amazon was stolen from her and her mother Circe at a young age. In fact, Diana only managed to find mentions of the Themyscira because the Hecate and her mom kind of pushed her into that direction in her readings. The book actually does a really good job explaining this feeling that Wonder Woman had, this connection to a thing that she could never properly explain or even say. It's also in this issue too we learn that Wonder Woman's friends have managed to hook up the Huron, her brand new base of operation, to the World News Network so that she can get early warnings about paranormal attacks happening all over the world, like in Reno, Nevada, where apparently a casino has been absolutely leveled by a strange entity. Wonder Woman flies into action to deal with the threat, but nothing could properly prepare her for what she ends up coming up against. This creature is a being of pure energy. Not only can it move at incredible speeds, not only can it hit like a Mack truck and become intangible, meaning that no attack Wonder Woman lays against it actually does any damage, but the worst part is that somehow, some way, this mysterious creature is able to exude quite literal bad vibes, meaning the longer that Wonder Woman is around this thing, the angrier and more destructive she actually becomes. The Amazon attempts to give chase to this creature, only she ends up losing it over the Pacific when it just sort of poofs into thin air like it was never there. Diana returns to base to lick her wounds, where Barbara seems to have come up with a breakthrough in her Amazon research, not by something she found, but more about something she didn't find. Mainly, despite all the amazing accounts and beautiful artworks depicting Amazons from across the world, they have no actual artifacts to go on, which would imply that maybe the Amazons are immortal, having never actually fell in battle while on Earth, or perhaps all of their artifacts were retrieved by the other Amazons and brought back to their island, leaving no trace. This is obviously a lot to take in for Wonder Woman, and unfortunately she is afforded no time to do so, as at that very moment she ends up hearing another news report about an energy creature attacking, this time in Paraguay. Once again, Diana makes trails to the scene in hopes of evening the score from before. We also get a very fun little exchange between Wonder Woman and the firefighters, where we learn that Wonder Woman has quite the way with world languages. Again, Diana corners this creature only to be outdone, and then again, and again, all over the world, as this energy creature continues to embarrass her on one massive global scale. It's after her last defeat returning to the Huron that it's actually Etta and her sister who managed to do some digging on their own. Mainly all of these places that Wonder Woman has been jetting off to do battle with this creature, well, you wouldn't believe it, but almost all of them just so happen to have connections to the Amazons and the very places in history that Diana and Barbara have been studying. Even that casino in Reno, before it was destroyed, was called Paradise Island, which is of course another name for the Themyscira. Obviously, none of this can be a coincidence, and it seems very obvious that wherever the creature is going to strike next will have something to do with Amazons. It's here that the heroes really pull out their thinking caps and figure that if they can narrow it down by working together, they can maybe beat the creature to the punch this time. It's after pulling an all-nighter and putting together a string theory board, our heroes think they know exactly where the energy creature is going to strike next. Delphi in Greece, as in the Oracle of Delphi. It's also here we discover, despite her connection to the Greek pantheon, Wonder Woman herself has never actually traveled to Greece. Isn't that sad? Diana makes it to Delphi and is ready to challenge the creature once again, this time hoping she has what it takes to deal with the creature once and for all. However, it's only after she ends up getting knocked around once more does the true nature of the situation start to weigh on our hero, and that is, wait, this creature is always where I am. always where I'm thinking of, magic in this world has a terrible cost, and perhaps this creature is actually a creation of Wonder Woman herself, a theory that is later confirmed as the creature rears up to attack again, and we can see that it just so happens to be wearing a version of Wonder Woman's own helmet and even armed with its own lasso as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 13, everybody, and overall I thought this one was another really fun, really exciting, really rewarding Wonder Woman story. I really appreciate the supporting cast. Got a chance to shine in this one and really show what they bring to Wonder Woman's operation outside, the obvious friendship. This is also another story about Wonder Woman's own connection to magic and how magic might very well work within this Absolute universe. Makes a lot of sense too, because they have already confirmed that Wonder Woman's next big foe will be Zatanna. So why not have a story about Wonder Woman coming to a better understanding of how exactly her powers work and how they might very well end up rebounding on her if she's not careful. I love a good globe-trotting story too, especially in this brand new Absolute Earth where we're not exactly sure how things outside the United States work, so it's nice to get a little snapshot of these places. Also, considering how heavy that last Maze storyline is, it's nice to get a little two-part palate cleanser before we move on to the next big thing. Overall, I think I'd feel comfortable giving this one a very positive 8 out of 10. Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest, that's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.